congratulations. Brilliant showcase of everything. Every time I've come here, I've seen Ericsson do some wonderful things at the MWC. But what I'm really excited about is that every time I've come here, it's always been about what 5G will do. And now we've reached that stage where worldwide many countries have, a year or 2 years of showcasing. India now has about 5 to 6 months of showcasing. So imagination and dream and now the reality and the way it's actually panned out all over the world. What has that come back to you and shown you about 5G?
Well, thank you, Rajiv, first for summarizing it. I think that's exactly where we are. We have, for a number of years, we have talked about what 5G can be. Now, over the last 2 to 3 years, the work from anywhere have taught us that you need good networks, you need them out and about, but you also need them in your home. And of course, high performance and networks, they really go well together. 5G is really showing what it can do. And I think that's really what paves the way. When you have build out of 5G, mid-band in a country, then innovation starts to happen.
Are there learnings now that we are a 5G nation, India, right? Are there learnings from the rest of the world that may have had deployment a little earlier, but in India the deployment is at a ferocious pace now? And are there learnings from India for the rest of the world?
Both ways.
Okay.
I think we touched upon previously a little bit this work from anywhere, and fixed wireless access is one of the driving use cases in North America now. They've already passed 4 million households with 5G technology. You see it in Northeast Asia, you see it in Southeast Asia. I think India has a great opportunity when it comes to connecting homes with fixed wireless access or 5G access. But then I also, as I mentioned, I see the bigger potential when it comes to leveraging the Indian innovation and the ecosystem locally is that there's so much you can do in the remote health, the remote education, remote government services, but also I would say in the media and the gaming space that would naturally flow from India. As soon as this 5G network infrastructure is built out, the innovation starts happening in India, and that could be an export to the rest of the world.
Have you ever seen any other country where the deployment and the investment has been this fast and this much, or is India very unique?
India is unique. Well, I would say that we've seen this time and time again, that those markets that invest early in whether it's 2G, 3G, 4G, now 5G, they reap the benefit, not just of GDP growth, they actually get the benefit of creating an innovation ecosystem on top of that. And we saw that in the cloud and app world over the 4G era. Now we're going to see it more in the 5G era when it comes to enterprise applications, when it comes to high performance, resiliency, low latency applications. It's going to happen over 5G. But I think if you look at the speed of ramp up, in just 5 years' time, we expect that India will have some almost 700 million 5G subscriptions. So it's kind of a very, very big 5G market. It's a massive number.
Now, one of the things, we're just entering the 5G era, and a lot of people say, okay, listen, this is already the future, let's not talk about it, but I want to talk about 6G. You have some demonstrations out here. So, what is the difference going to be between 5G and what is the future of 6G? Is there a massive jump? Because 4G to 5G was a quantum jump forward. Is it again the same, or is it this time going to be incremental?
Well, we are in the middle of the 5G, you can say, build out, but also the 5G monetization era, where we start to see that the network can actually help with new needs that 4G couldn't do. And I think that will take some time. That's why we have an evolutionary strategy when it comes to 5G, leading into 5G advanced, where we have even higher performance. Lower latency is one part, but you also have an unbounded latency for smart manufacturing, smart transportation and so forth, but also for the XR space. That will all come in the journey 5G advanced. So I think that what we are showing, and you pointed it out, is research today, 6G research. We work with leading universities, but we also work with our own research labs. What can we do with 100 gigabit per second? So we're showing 100 gigabit per second over there. Of course, extreme peak rates, but at the other end of the scale, we're showing bits per second or hundreds of bits per second from billions, if not trillions of sensors that go into your clothes. So we see that to be able to basically define a roadmap towards 6G, we need to explore technologies in multiple directions.
So, thank you so much for speaking with us. I'm very excited by what 5G was as a promise, now a reality. And thank you so much. Ericsson has played a huge role in bringing that to the world.